this drive. Greta Thunberg and her followers aim to wake us up, maybe just in time. A tsunami is rolling toward us, but many of us are still closing our eyes, plugging our ears, and covering our mouths in the face of the danger, like the three famous Japanese monkeys. After Greta's speech before the UN, the magazine Der Spiegel wondered, could this be the only sensible person in a crazy world? They suggested that her words may one day be considered a key speech of the early 21st century. 2. Climate emergency. In developing countries, in the first half of 2019 alone, millions have lost their homes as well as their belongings due to the effects of global warming, the poorest in particular. Global warming has already reached them. They have to fight for survival in the greenhouse. How can a religious leader and spiritual teacher help in such a situation? Over the past 38 years, I have been able to meet the Dalai Lama 40 times and conduct 15 television interviews with him on the subjects of peace, human rights, environmental, and climate protection. This book appeals to the world to support the young climate activists to take a more active role in protecting this planet, and to politicians to urgently tackle the global warming caused by climate change. Besides Greta, wise and courageous women like Kenyan scientist and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Wangari Maathai, or Indian agronomist and alternative Nobel Prize winner Vandana Shiva motivate us to implement ecological transition and develop a sustainable ecological market economy, according to the motto, eco-social instead of radically free market. In our conversation, it was against the spiritual background of the current problems that the Dalai Lama emphasized that we must re-examine ethically what we have inherited, what we are responsible for, and what we will pass on to coming generations. 3. The world's most likable person. Seldom in 50 years of journalistic experience have I spoken with such an empathetic, likable, and humorous person. No one has laughed more than he did. It is no coincidence that surveys show he is considered to be the happiest person worldwide. To this religious leader, interreligious ethics have become increasingly important in recent years, and what he says today distinguishes him from other religious leaders. Ethics is more important than religion. We are not born a member of a particular religion, but ethics is innate in all of us. In his lectures worldwide, he speaks more and more frequently about secular ethics beyond all religions. Albert Schweitzer called the same concern reverence for all life. In this book, the Dalai Lama speaks of ecological ethics. This code of secular ethics breaks down national, religious, and cultural boundaries and outlines values that are innate in all people and generally binding. These are not external material values, but inner values such as mindfulness, compassion for all creatures, mental training, as well as the pursuit of happiness. There is no justice without compassion and mercy. If we want to be happy ourselves, we should practice compassion, and if we want others to be happy, we should also practice compassion. We all prefer to see smiling rather than glum faces, the Dalai Lama says. One of the central beliefs of the Dalai Lama. In our pursuit of happiness and our desire to avoid suffering, we are all born equal and desire a happy and meaningful life. This results in mankind's greatest achievements. Therefore, we should think and act on the basis of deeper human values based on a sense of the oneness of humanity, with the aim of creating a more compassionate society. In our conversations, for the individual, human dignity is the highest value, and public welfare the highest collective value, since life is holy. 4. Mankind's survival is at stake. In times of global warming, extinction of species, and increasing water emergency on our planet, the values of international cooperation and universal responsibility, which the Dalai Lama is calling for ever more urgently, are particularly important. In this book, as never before, he urges politicians to urgently act after more than 20 international climate conferences, since nothing less than the survival of our planet and the sanctity of life are endangered. Even today, there are regions on our planet that are scarcely